Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I'm doing good. If you're new, welcome. I hope you subscribe. And also welcome to my new subscribers that I have gained recently on my channel. It is great to have you here. I'm glad you're enjoying my content so far. So in today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different and a little bit nostalgic for you all. The other day I was going through my makeup wondering what look I was going to do for the day, and I pulled out this palette right here. This is the original Urban Decay Naked palette. I thought I had decluttered this a long time ago, but I didn't. So I used it, and thankfully it didn't make my eyes go funny or anything like that. Sorry, I want to make sure I was recording. So I thought I would pull it out today and do a little dedication video to it and share some memories of how I got this palette and what my experience has been with it. I do have my foundation on. I didn't do concealer because I want to share another Urban Decay product that I've been absolutely loving again, even though you can't get it, but I just want to share. So that's why I don't have my concealer on. But yeah, I want to do a dedication video. I am in no way, shape, or form looking for attention from the brand at all. I just want to have a little fun, chatty video with you guys, and I've been planning this video now for a week now, so I thought I would sit down and film it for you guys. So if you guys are interested, then just keep watching. So guys, I do have all my skincare on under my foundation, but I did go ahead and apply the BareMinerals BarePro foundation. You guys know I am in love with this foundation. The reason I don't have concealer on is because I wanted to give a little throwback to the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Corrector Fluid. This is the pink shade. I absolutely loved this color corrector. I actually still use it, and it doesn't irritate under my eyes, but this is the pink shade, and it's supposed to cover up darkness and brighten under the eyes, which it absolutely does. I'm a little bit disappointed that Urban Decay don't make them anymore, but I think that they should really make a comeback. It will blur any darkness and it will brighten any dullness under the eye. As you can see it, I remember going like through 2 or 3 of these products, and then all of a sudden, bang, they stopped making them. They're so creamy, and they went really well under any concealer that I have used, and they don't make any concealer that I use cakey or like, how can I put it, like you're wearing too much product underneath a regular concealer, and it just blends out like a dream. You can see that it has canceled out a little bit of the blue under my eyes. I seriously don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out of that particular tube. I really don't want to use anything else because I love it so much. So I use it sparingly, but as you can see, it covered up a little bit of the blue under my eyes, and it did brighten. But I am going to go in with a little bit of the oh my goodness, KVD Beauty Lock-It concealer, just a little bit, just to add a little bit more coverage and brightness to the under eye. If you guys have a dupe or alternative to the Urban Decay color corrector, please let me know in the comments down below. I know a friend of mine recommended the e.l.f. has color correctors out, so I'm gonna plan on trying to find one of those. So yeah, I'm currently filming this on Halloween. I do have to work later today, and then I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna have a little horror movie marathon, because you all know I'm in for the spooks for Halloween, because I am a horror movie fanatic. Are you guys too? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know. So now that that's blended out, and as you can see, that concealer blended really well on top of that color corrector. That's why I love it so much. because it doesn't interfere, and it adds just that, like, my under eyes right now look so bright. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of loose powder. This is the Maybelline Studio Fix powder, just to set the under eyes lightly, and I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush to apply this. So what are your plans for Halloween? Let me know in the because you'll be seeing this video after Halloween, but let me know in the comments down below what you guys did for Halloween. I would love to know. Did you get many treats? You know, let me know in the comments what your favorite horror movies are, because I would love to know, because as I'm starting to grow on all my socials, I really want to start getting to know you guys a little bit better and a little bit more, because you know, we're all family here. I'm gonna go and set the face all over if I can get it out. I just had my nails done, and trying to grab things is a little bit more complicated, but I'm gonna go ahead and set all this down using the Tarte Smooth Operator pressed powder before we jump into the eyes that I'm very excited for. So love this pressed powder as well. It just absolutely does smooth everything out, and it does help make my makeup last for most of the day, and where I'm not as oily anymore, it really doesn't break. It really doesn't it really helps my setting powder last all day, and it just makes your skin look absolutely flawless. I love this powder. So now we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna prime the eyes. You guys know the drill, the Urban Decay primer potion. Absolutely my holy grail. This tube is almost gone, but thank God I have a backup, because if I didn't have a backup of this, I would probably die. I'm just gonna blend this out with my finger really quick, just like so, and then I'm gonna set it, of course, with just a little bit of the loose powder that I use to set my concealer down, just like that. Not too much. I just add a little dusting just to make sure it's all ready to go. So guys, we are breaking out this beautiful palette that has brought me back to the good old days when I first started wearing high-end makeup. This was the very first product that I have ever bought from Urban Decay, and it still is good to this day. So I wanted to use it for you guys and share a little bit of a fun story of the reason I pulled this out the other day to use. So I am first going to go in with the shade Naked and put that in the creases of my eye. So the other day I went to Shoppers because I had to restock a few things, and just, you know, the necessities before I went into the city. And there was a girl there talking with her mom, and we actually, you know, we engaged in a little bit of a conversation, and I looked at her and she looked at me, and she said, "Have I ever tried Urban Decay before?" And I said, "Yes, I have. I absolutely love them." And she told me that Urban Decay came out with a Naked palette, and she said she had it added to her cart on Sephora. And I said to her, I don't have that particular palette, and she said, do you think I would like it? And I said, I think you would. Like, you know, she had a little bit of birthday money left. So I came home and I was going through my makeup. I'm like, I want to use it. But I thought I had decluttered it. And I really did think I had it decluttered. But something was telling me that I still had it. So I rummaged through everything in my room. And I found it. So I wore it. And thankfully it did make my eyes go funny. I'm going to go in with the shade Buck, which is this darker brown, just to deepen up the crease. And the nostalgia just came back to me because I can remember the day I went into Sephora and I bought this palette. And I'm like, am I really doing this right now? And I was terrified because I've never paid so much money for a product. And the girl was very, very nice in helping me. And the palette that I bought, I opened it up there in Sephora, and she helped me do a look with it. And I'm actually going to do the exact same look that she did on me, because I can remember it plain as day how good it felt to splurge on a brand that I would now know and come to love so much. So I'm going to go ahead and deepen up the outer corner. I'm actually going to use the shade Dark Horse, which is this dark brownish green. I'm going to use that on the outer corner. I'm going to use a flat brush for that. Like, I can't believe this palette still works. And it still blends absolutely amazing. This does have a little bit of a greenish tint to it, but I don't care about that. I'm gonna do that. So when I got this palette home, I could not stop using it at all. It was like my go-to palette for everything. Out of all the makeup that I owned, I didn't use anything else besides this. So one day, I was doing my makeup and I dropped it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's broken, because at the time this was like $66, and I'm like, oh my god, I broke it. I even burst into tears thinking I had this palette destroyed. And I swear the makeup gods were on my side, because not one eyeshadow was smashed or broken or cracked. And I guess they knew that I absolutely loved this palette. And I know you guys probably still have this in your own collection. So I would love to know some of your good memories, because this is actually, like, if you guys own this palette, it's actually the perfect fall palette to use because of the tones in here. And I am just obsessed. I'm going with the first brush and just blend that out. I mean, these shades, after all these years of how old these are, they still blend like a dream, and the pigment is still there. So yeah, so for the lid, I'm gonna first go in with the shade Smog, which is just shade right here. Take a little bit on my finger. It looks like that. Pictures don't do it justice. I am recording right. Yeah. I'm just gonna put that in the center of the eye. Like, you can still see the pigment, and they're still so creamy to the touch. So this palette also made me laugh a few days ago, because I went to Walmart before I went to the city. This was last Thursday, or I do believe. I think it was last Thursday. So I was wearing it, and there was someone down there, a mother and her kids and her family, and she's like, "Why are you wearing such brown tones on your eyes, and you have blue eyes, and you're too pale and they don't look right?" I'm like, "Excuse me, but it's Urban Decay. I don't care if you like it or not." So anyway, it was quite the little laugh. So one of the workers came up to me and they're like, "Girl, flaunt it, own it." And I'm like, "Oh yes, I'm owning it." I died, because this palette is a palette that gets me out of trouble when I don't know what I want to wear on my eyes. I'm gonna go in with the shade Sidecar next, and I'm gonna put that on the open space of the eye. But this palette has made me so proud of how beautiful it is, and how much use and how proud it's made me, and like how often it gets me out of trouble, because it really does. I wish Urban Decay still had this palette in some way, shape or form, or kept the tones, because they're very nice earthy tones, and as you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous on the eyes, because it will still last. The pigment is still there. It's been making me very proud. I've grown a lot since this palette has been released, because when I first got it, I couldn't do makeup like I can do it now. Like I couldn't blend these eyeshadows like back then like I can now. So it makes me very proud. To tidy up my outer corners, I'm going to go back into the shade Dark Horse with a smaller blending brush. Just going to take a little bit on the brush, not too much. I'm just going to blend the outer corner just a little bit to make sure I didn't lose any of that green to the shimmer shades that I used. This is a trick that I've been using with any palette, just to make sure it's all blended and perfect. And it just looks gorgeous. I'm going to take the fluffy brush and just blend the crease and those shades together. And as you can see, this looks absolutely gorgeous, and I am very pleased with how these shades blended. Like, this palette still makes me warm and fuzzy inside every time I go to use it. But yeah, very good memories when it comes to this palette. And I just wanted to share that little bit with you guys. I am going to finish my face makeup with you, and I'm going to keep the complexion a little bit warmer since we got the warmer eyes. So I picked out some products to show you that would be my go-to products for that. I am going to go ahead and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Bronzer. This is in the shade Rosewood. So since we have the earthy tones on the eyes, I'm going to use a little bit of this bronzer to warm up the skin a little bit. And this bronzer is very pigmented, so you don't need a lot of it. I start off light, and then I tend to build up But yeah, good memories from that palette. Very glad that I could just share those little memories with you guys, and I am gonna actually break it out and put it on my makeup desk so I can use it a lot more, because I feel it deserves some more love and appreciation. I don't know how I never hit pan on that palette. I don't even know what I would do without it, to be honest. Perhaps when I do hit pan, or if it does happen to crumble for whatever reason, I'll probably just keep the packaging. But yeah. So as you can see, that bronzer is very, very warm and very pigmented, and it still blends like a dream. Just like so. Goodness gracious me. I'm gonna cough on camera. I don't care. Because we're having fun here. For blush, why is blush always the hardest? Always the hardest step in a makeup routine? Is it for you guys? Do you guys find blush the hardest decision? The hardest decision to make? So I'm going to break out my current favorite blush. This is the Nars blush in Dolce Vita. And I absolutely love the tone of this. It's like a dark berry nude. But the pigment is very, very nice. You don't need a lot of this color. I tend to bring my blush up into my bronzer these days. Typically I used to just put it here, but lately I've been putting it up into my bronzer, and it just makes everything look very, very nice. So I'm just gonna smile. Just like so. That's like another thing with Urban Decay. Like, they got rid of their blushes, and I only had one. I believe it was the baby pink shade or something like that. I mean, their highlights were even good. I actually still have one of their highlights. I have the one in Sin. Oh my god, I remember loving that. I need to break out these products, and I need to do a full face of makeup that makes you feel so nostalgic it's unreal. If you guys want to see a video like that, please let me know in the comments down below, because I would definitely do a full face of those products, because I feel it's very, very needed. I'm just going to go over the blush and bronzer with my powder brush just to make sure it looks smooth. And typically what I do, if I feel I've gone too heavy-handed, I'll take my beauty blender and I'll just go over it just like so. I've been becoming a blush and bronzer fanatic lately, you guys. It has been absolutely crazy. But these tones mesh really well with the eye look. So it just tones it down just a little bit. And for highlighter, you guys, what do I want to use for highlighter? Because sometimes highlighter is the tricky part too of doing your makeup. But I'm going to go in to the Lorac Mega Beam highlighter in the shade Celestial, because since I have gold tones and brown tones on the eyes and I have a warmer bronzer on the face, I kind of want to stick with the gold highlighter. And I'm going to put that on the cheeks. Oh, I love this highlighter. It's been a hot minute since I used this highlighter too. Oh yeah, see? It's amazing what you'll find when you rotate your collection and you're planning videos and you just want to showcase them, because it really, really does wonders. And this highlighter is gorgeous. When it says Mega Beam, you guys, it is Mega Beam, because it is absolutely gorgeous and it works really well on pale skin. It really does. It really does show up. I'm going to go ahead and set the face using the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray. I'm going to set the face so that it lasts all day long, because you guys know we need our makeup to last, And I'm going to go ahead and use the Covergirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. I'm almost out of these, but I do have a backup of a Covergirl mascara. So, and you guys know I don't go heavy-handed with the mascara, just a light coat. I mean, why do you need 4 or 5 coats of mascara? Like, really? Do you really need 4 or 5 coats of mascara? I don't think you do. And as a pale skin girl, if you do too many coats of mascara, I find it looks overpowering on the eyes, and it's just not, I'm just not a fan. So guys, that is the completed look, and guys, using this palette feels so right these days, and it just brings back the warm and fuzzies in my heart. I'm definitely going to continue to use this palette. I hope you guys still have it and continue to use it. I just wanted to do a video using it and sharing those good memories and how good it felt to actually get a high-end palette from such an awesome, oh, my leg is gonna sleep, such a awesome brand that I still to this day love. And this palette was the start of my makeup journey, and it's still going to be a part of my makeup journey. So if you guys have any memories and good stories about when you guys got this palette, please let me know in the description box, because I would love to hear your stories on this. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video, and let me share the love that I have for that palette in this video by creating this look. This is the look that the girl at Sephora literally done for me. Back in the day, I wouldn't have been able to do eyeshadow like this until now. So I want to thank whoever she is. I don't even know her now. I don't even think she works there anymore. But she really opened my eyes and helped me when I got this palette and inspired me. So Urban Decay, continue to come out with amazing palettes, and I will definitely speak the truth when it comes to all your amazing products. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you want to see more videos from me. It really helps me out that you guys are, when I see that, and I know that you guys are enjoying my content. So I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you guys later. Bye guys.